Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Addict, where sports it's all that matters. This is part three, basically, of the NFL Wildcard Weekend. First video, I predicted the Chargers at Texans game, Steelers at Ravens game. Second part, I predicted Broncos at Bills game, Packers at Eagles. So, lastly, it's gonna be Commanders at Bucks, Vikings at Rams. So stay tuned to see which prediction I give for these games. For this one, I don't know what to give. Each team is great. I feel like Commanders are doing great with their rookie sensation. Buccaneers did great. Vikings, they lose JJ, but Sam Darnold steps up. The Rams, you know, somehow found a way to win the NFC West. Congrats to them. This is coming from a Niner fan, but I still give them credit. It was between us and the Rams, but the Rams came out on top this season. Congrats to them. But anyway, I'm starting with the first game, Commanders at Buccaneers. I'll start with the home team, which is the Bucks. All right, let's see what's going on with the Bucks. Passing yards, they're third overall. Let's see where the Commanders land. I feel like the Commanders are right there with them. Wait, they're not. Commanders are 17. Rushing yards, they're 4. I don't see them, honestly. I don't see the Commanders. Oh, Commanders are third in rushing. Okay. Okay, Bucks are third in rushing. No, wait. Hold on, let me check again. Tampa is fourth in rushing. Wait, hold on. Make sure I'm saying the right stats. This is my bad. Oh, they're third while the Buccaneers are fourth in rushing. Okay, close, but the passing yard. Points allowed, let's say. Third down, no, the Bucks are great on third down, but I'll go with that right now. The defense, where are you, Bucks? 16 and 18, not great defenses. Let's see third down. Okay, they're first and third down overall. Let's see where Commander is 6, so it's gonna come down to the rushing game and who can convert on third down. Those are key things to look at for the game. Yards, like the yards per game, who does it better? Buccaneers are third, 7, so they both put up decent yards. Turnover battle will be another key factor to look at. The Bucks are not that. They're Washington's 15, 20. They're not a top 10 team, but they're not that bad. The it comes down to the turnovers. I feel like let's check the quarterbacks now. All right, check Jalen Daniels. See how Jalen Daniels did this regular season, his rookie season, basically. I I mean, Baker threw 41 touchdowns in total, 16 interceptions. Uh, while Daniels threw 25, 9 interceptions. Less interceptions. Baker's third in passing. Daniels is 16 in passing, 10 in touchdowns. Baker is second in touchdown. Rushing yards, he's 23rd. Daniels is 23rd, and Baker doesn't say anything. Rushing touchdown, he's 24. Baker has 3 rushing touchdowns, but doesn't say anything else. I mean, the game looks solid, I'll say, but I'll take the Bucks in this one. I feel if the game comes down to the quarterbacks, I feel like Baker has the upper hand on Jaden Daniels. But if it comes down to the running game, third, and especially it comes down to third down, they're better at it. The Buccaneers. So if it comes down to the quarterbacks, I feel like Baker has the upper hand. If the defense are playing great, and if the game is all on the line, it comes down to the quarterbacks. I'll take Baker in this one. So I'm taking the Bucks in this one. Then we have uh, Vikings at Rams. Looking at it, I have the Vikings taking it. Feel like the Vikings have more stars, more supporting cast for Sam Darnold, but we cannot over oversee the Rams because the Rams have Sean McVay, a great coach. They have a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Matthew Stafford. But can the supporting cast help Stafford? That's the question. But let's look at the stats before I make any my final prediction, my official prediction, basically. Starting with the home team, which is the Rams. They're 10th in passing yards, uh, 6 Minnesota, so they're great in passing. If it comes down to the 24th in rushing, 19, so the Vikings are better at rushing. Points allowed, let's see. Rams are 17, while the Vikings are fifth in fifth in points allowed, so they're better at defense. Third down, they're 24th, the Rams, and the Vikings are, let's see, in third down, there are 12. So they're better on third down turnovers. They're in the top 10. The Rams are in the top 10. Let's check where the Viking rank. They're third. They don't turn up the ball over that much. Let's see where you know, let's see where who puts more yards per game. 12 Minnesota. Rams 15, so they don't put a lot of yards. They focus more on their defense. But looking at the stats before I make my official prediction, let's look at the quarterbacks. Where are you? Trying to look for Stafford. Oh, here it is, Matthew Stafford. The passing yards there, he's 13. Oh, let's wait before I get to that. Let's check there. Stafford had 20 touchdown, 8 interception, while Darnold had 35 touchdown, 12 interception. He's fifth in passing yards, passing touchdown fifth, while Staff 41 rushing yards, 212 for 1 rushing touchdown. So, I mean, on paper, it looks like the Vikings will take this one. Like in every stats, it seems like the Vikings are better at the Rams, but I'm not gonna discard the Rams. They have, like I said, they have a Super Bowl winning coach and a great coach, an offensive mind, and Sean McVay. They have a great a great quarterback in Matthew Stafford, an experienced quarterback as well, and a Super Bowl quarter winning quarterback. So I mean, we cannot overesteem the Rams though. But right now, I'm taking the Vikings. But I'm not gonna. But I'm not gonna say the Rams don't have a chance. They have a chance for the reasons I mentioned. If somehow Darnold doesn't play great, like what happened yesterday against the Lions, they were in the red zone. I forgot how. I think three times in the red zone, 3 or 5 times they said. I didn't watch the game. I watched a little, but they were in the red zone 3 or 5 times in the game, and they ended up settling for. Oh yeah, it was three because they had 9 points, 3 field goals. They ended up settling for three freaking field goals, 9 points in total. I mean, you have Justin Jefferson, you have Addison, and you can't get a touchdown right there in the red. You have so many star players, and you cannot get in the end zone. Like, come on, you have one of the best receivers in the league in Justin Jefferson, and you can't get in the end zone. So if that happens, if those struggles continue on Sunday, the Rams have to take advantage of that. If Darnold cannot get a receiver open, or if the Viking can't score in the end zone, when they're in the red zone, that's gonna be a problem, especially in the playoffs. In the playoff, you need to score. If you're in the red zone in the playoff, I mean the regular season as well, you need to score. When you're in the red zone, you got to score. You cannot settle for field goals all game long, especially in the playoffs. But I feel like the Vikings will address that. Hopefully, they'll address that. But if not, I feel like the Rams will take the game. If those struggles continue on Sunday against the Rams, then I'll say the Rams will win it. But right now, I have the Vikings winning it. But if those struggles continue, I feel like the Rams will take this game, because I feel like if Matthew Stafford had like three, if Matthew Stafford is in the red zone, I don't feel like he's gonna, not take advantage of it. He's gonna go in the end. They're gonna score in the end zone and win the game, maybe, if those miscues continue for the Vikings. But right now, I have the Vikings winning. But I just thought I'll put that out there so you don't say, "Oh, he's just going off. He's just picking the Vikings just to pick the Vikings." No, because looking at the stats, they have more star power supposedly. But the issue, what I saw yesterday, that's gonna be a question mark that they need to address. As they have to address it, basically, because you cannot, like, think about it. We all know this. Everybody who watches football knows this. If you are in the red zone, you need to score, not settle for field goals. Yeah, maybe one field goal, but three straight times you're in the red zone and you can't come up with points. That can cost you a playoff game, basically. It cost them, the first play and the NFC North. But right here in the play, it's gonna cost you moving on to the divisional round, or even further, if you cannot address those miscues before the game. But anyways, so those are my predictions for the wild card weekend. I mean, if you, like I mentioned, first video focus on Saturday's games. Second video focus on two out of three games for Sunday, and for this video, I focus on the Vikings at Rams and Commanders Buccaneers. So check all those videos out, depending on who you're rooting for, who is your team, or which game are you betting. If you use those betting apps, check all those games. Look at, so you guys have a better, make your choice easier for you guys. Just giving you guys the stats so you can go based off that. My videos are based on the stats, focus on the stats and a little bit of my opinion as well, but mostly on the stats. So if you're in those betting apps and you kind of bet on one of those, or one of those wild, or all the games, watch all my videos and stuff. Or like if you're rooting for a specific team, from the wild card, just look at the thumbnail. Thumbnail, I can have like the teams that I'm gonna be predicting in each video. So it was better so I can take my time and talk about each like team. Like if I did all the Saturday games, I will be like, I wouldn't have enough time to talk. I had to briefly talk about everyone. Not, I don't want to talk briefly. I want to talk like give you guys a whole, like the whole stats and my opinion on it. Why I think this will happen. It's a prediction. I might be wrong. I might be right, but let's see how I do this year. Last year I got a couple. I missed a couple because I was just going off my opinion. But this year I went a little bit off my opinion, a little bit from each team. What I saw from each team, like I did with the Vikings, what I saw. A little bit what I heard yesterday and stuff. But anyway, leave your guys' comments down below. Anything related to the playoffs, leave your comments down below. Anything related to the wild card, leave your guys' comments down below. Anything related to the NFL playoff, leave your guys' comments down below. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And don't forget, this is Sports Addict, where sports, it's all that matters. Until next